Hey guys, today I want to talk about the coronavirus, which is spreading to China and the rest of the world. Let's start from the beginning. What is coronavirus that the news has been flashing all day about?
Masks, gloves. An estimated 50 million people are now on some kind of total or partial transport lockdown. The country, including Beijing, where we were checked for fevers right after we got off the plane.
To explain this, we need to talk about a virus called SARS. So, SARS was a deadly virus that was spreading to China in 2003. And the reason we have to talk about SARS is that coronavirus today is at least 80% similar to the structure of SARS. And what we know about the coronavirus right now is the coronavirus is not as strong as SARS. It means that it can cause less severe symptoms and less death rate than SARS. So does that mean the coronavirus is not dangerous? Absolutely not. It is still a very dangerous virus. And right now, the death rates and the death counts in China right now has been rising every single day. The last time I checked, I think it was around 20 something. I think right now it's about to reach 30 or 40. But right now you need to know that most of the death cases are mainly consist of elders. And so far, teenagers and people who are a little bit younger, let's say around 18 to 30, are less severely affected by these viruses. This number is not fact-checked also. I'm just giving you the estimate that I read on the internet. But it does not mean that the people from 18 to 30 are less going to be affected by this virus. It's absolutely not true. This is a very severe virus. I'll talk about its contagious nature later. I've also seen that there are a lot of people on Twitter which are hating the Chinese people right now because that this virus, they said, is caused by the Chinese eating wild animals. And yes, unfortunately, according to Chinese social media, scientists have now determined the origin of this virus being, I think it was called Chinese bats. So basically some stupid guy in China ate the bats and then caught the virus, and then boom, that's where it all started. But I want to point out that as a Chinese, I am not supporting of the actions of eating wild animals. A lot of younger generations in China, they don't agree with eating wild animals. There are currently numerous posts on Chinese social media Weibo complaining about those people who ate wild animals, which might possibly, or now it is, cause the virus. So this is absolutely illegal in China. I just want you to know that this is absolutely illegal and we do not support this action. But you guys might say, if this is illegal, why are they still eating wild animals? Because obviously this is because of lack of law enforcement of this action, because people are selling illegal in the Chinese market. And there is a lot of comments on Twitter right now that says ban all Chinese, everybody from China, get the out of the United States. Yes, I get it. I totally get the hate. But just because there are Chinese who are eating wild animals does not equals to every Chinese eating the wild animals. So please don't generalize all Chinese. And yeah, that's all I want to say. And now let's finally talk about what makes this virus, coronavirus actually, most severe and very intimidating, which is the pattern of its contagiousness. Although coronavirus is not as deadly as SARS, a lot of researchers have found that coronavirus is actually more contagious than SARS, meaning that it could be spread through human contact, if someone's germ enters your nose or mouth through any reasons like coughing. Some experts even say that the virus can enter from the eyes. So like germs enter your eyes and you'll get the virus. And I have not verified that, but if that's true, this is pretty scary. There are currently 2 cases of the coronavirus in the US right now. One is in Seattle and the other one is in Chicago. Thankfully, these two persons have been quarantined, and so there's not a lot to be worried right now. Major airports in the US right now has begun countermeasures against this virus, like temperature check of everyone flying from Wuhan or the other cities that has been affected by the virus. But this is still a very serious issue. According to health experts, you don't immediately show the symptoms after you get the virus. There is a 14-day period of incubation of this virus, which means that if someone flying from China now enters the US that may have already caught the virus, but it has not shown any symptoms, and it can be let through the immigration, but they're still carrying the virus around, and the virus is still contagious even if it doesn't show symptoms on a human body. So, final question. What can you do to protect yourself from this virus? Firstly, go on Amazon and buy face masks. Actually, medical face masks. And I think, why do I need this face mask if there's only 2 cases? Well, the thing is, if you go on Amazon right now and you search face mask, you will find that the price of the face mask has been largely increased from any time you have ever searched face mask. And this is mainly because that a lot of people in China right now, they need face masks. So there's currently more demand than you can supply. So plus they have a really long shipping time, probably around 5 to 10 days, I suppose. Go buy the face mask immediately, because if there's no further cases in the US, you can just... Actually, I was editing this video right now and I just thought of that. You can actually donate the face mask you don't use to the Chinese people. And I don't know how, because the Wuhan government is currently not accepting any foreign donations, but there are some ways that the people like me as a Chinese in the United States, we can donate through WeChat and other organizations that people have organized outside of China. So there might be a way, and please help if you can. But if there is more cases of coronavirus in your area, you can at least protect yourself because you have purchased the face mask before it sells out anywhere else. Secondly, delay all your travel plans. Yes, if you plan to travel during the next few weeks, don't travel. Please don't travel. Travel increases the chance of infections because you will have human contact with a bunch of people along the way, and you might just caught the virus from someone on the airplane or something. You never know. And third, it's read the news and be careful. Spread the news to your friends and family and those who you love, your concerns, and tell them they need to pay attention to what's happening right now. And please, everyone, stay safe.